Hi there, I'm Tom Strezik, and this is my shop. Hi there. It's a little under 30 degrees here in Wisconsin. It's the day after Super Bowl Sunday. I don't know who won. Maybe you can tell me. I think the Broncos won. The tomorrow is Fat Tuesday. Wednesday is Ash Wednesday. That starts Lent. It's a little bit chillier today than it was yesterday. Yesterday it was about 40 degrees. It was nice and warm. Drive around with the windows down. It was pretty fabulous. So, let's head into cool stuff. First cool thing today is this thing that the dude calls a Pantorouter. He basically fixes his router in a pantograph. He sets it up horizontally, and it's almost like a multi-router, only just a little bit different. He can make all kinds of fabulous things just like a multi-router can, and I imagine the jigs and the fixtures and whatnot that you can do for something like that are completely unbelievable. So go ahead, check that out. I'll leave the link in the show notes. Finally is Dragonfire Tinderbox, the little outfit out of Random Lake, Wisconsin. They make fire starters and a lot of skincare stuff. I'll tell you what, they have let me use some of their skincare products. The one particular one that they gave me, I absolutely love. It is the Woodsman's Blend. The it smells like cedar. It smells like my wood shop. It's fabulous, and my hands get really dry from working with the logs and woodworking, and then also with my day job, working outside all day. It keeps my hands good and soft. It prevents the skin from cracking. I love it. They also let us try this newer product that they have that is for skin irritation and whatnot. They posted a video of it in use. The video's great, and it's true to form. Everyone that I know that's tried it, that has eczema, psoriasis, etc., they love it. It solves all of their problems. So check out Dragonfire Tinderbox. They're great folk, great products. What's on the bench? Well, I am starting a chest of drawers for my wife. I started out the sketching process. Here is what it's going to look like in the final result, hopefully. That's kind of the goal. You see it's sort of an arts and crafts style design, a little bit of green and green inspired, a lot of quarter sawn oak, stickly kind of stuff. This is my basis drawing because this is the interior dimensions of the drawer that I want. I had to go and actually measure my drawers in my chest of drawers and her chest of drawers, figured out what we liked about hers, what we don't like about hers, etc. Kind of put together a design. But let me tell you something. Drafting. I don't use Google SketchUp. I probably should, but I don't. And I like pencil and paper. That's just how I am. Here's my first sketch of the lower left leg. You can kind of see how everything's going together a little bit. Get a little bit of an inkling for like right here that my hand's covering up so wonderfully what it's all going to look like when it comes together. I decided to draw all the joinery because there's going to be a ton of mortise and tenon joinery, and a lot of them are going to go together. I need to make sure that I'm not going to run one right into another. My next couple of drawings I got a little upset with and just kind of crumpled them up and threw them away. So, lest you think that people do things right the first time, there's the front stretcher, the front rail is going to be connecting to the front left leg, and then here is what it's going to look like. I'm going to do a little green and green thing with the pillowed ebony tops, although I'm going to cheat a little bit and use these pre-made black pillow covered things. I can get them at Menards. They look nice, and honestly. Here is the next drawing. It's where the side rail is going into the side stretcher, the lower rail. Notice it's got a groove on top right here because that's where there's going to be a inset piece of quarter sawn white or red oak. And I didn't really have an opportunity to show it up here, but the leg is going to have the same effect. But I got upset with those because I realized that I need to see them go together, not just individually. So here's the, damn it to hell, the final drawing. You can see here, you know, it's going together. This is the top of the leg, although I changed that. No, yeah, it's top of the leg. Here's the side rail, the front rail, how they go together up here. Once again, up here, I didn't really get an opportunity to show in the drawing, but there's going to be a groove running up the leg to accept the panel. This one just straight up upset me. This is the top rail, but I drew all these full size so that I can actually see how it goes in, and I don't got to dick around with shortening anything. But I originally made this a full 3 inches wide on the top, and I realized that I didn't want to do that. Yeah. So then I changed it to this. It's only, this is only 1.5 inches, which is what it should be. But, and then here's the top rail. Now the top rail it runs along the front. I was gonna put it in with a mortise right here, but I realized that all of this end grain is just gonna want to break right off. You know, and I got it all drawn up here. I got the little place for the mortise, this mortise here. Got it going right here, and then the groove going all the way down for the panel. But I realized that this is a terrible idea. Not only is it going to be next to this thing too impossible to cut, but even if I do successfully cut it, all this is just going to break off. So I drew a second one where it's dovetailed in. But the problem that I had immediately after I drew this, I got really upset because I have this piece going in here when it actually needs to go in right here. So, final sketch, we're talking, this is hours of drafting. Final sketch shows a single dovetail here that goes into the socket here. And then here is the groove for the side panel and the mortise that goes here. Pain in the butt, let me tell you, doing all of that drafting. But I'm glad I did it. Better have to redo an hour of drafting than hours worth of work in milling and sawing and cutting and having done actual work. Here is the middle part of the front leg. This is where the inside rails, where the drawers run, that'll get socketed into right here. Yeah, it goes in here. This faces the side. Here's the mortise. This goes into here, and then this, because this is the front rail, this goes right into here. And you can see I drew out the mortise here with the groove for the dust panel. And then this is also a groove in the front rail for the dust panel. And then what is this? Side center rail. Quite. The quarter sawn bit is going to actually be in 2 sections, a lower and an upper section. So I had to make sure that I understood how the rail that's going to separate those two goes in. It's got a groove on top and a groove on bottom. You can't really see that. You can kind of see it here. Groove with the tenon sticking out. Here's the mortise for the tenon, and then here's the groove for the 1/4 inch oak to go into. So this is going to be the most ambitious project I have ever done. I have no idea how long it's going to take, and I hope it comes out the way I want it to. I haven't done too much with it. I haven't done any really extravagant, ornate kind of, Chippendale or William and Mary kind of things. I haven't done too many things like cloud lifts or anything like that with the green and green. I am going to have a little bit of side design, kind of reminiscent of Craftsman. I'll show you that as it comes along. But for now, this is what I've got, and I really hope it comes out. So until next time.